Oh, Jesus. Damn it. Might as well do that now then. Gonna be sold. What bad timing. Okay, hopefully it doesn't happen during the MSQ. Okay. Let's change my camera back up. Ah, Fiora. One of my clerks was just here with a message for you. The students of Backseating requested your presence in Charlie and at your earliest convenience. Indebted as I am to our friends, I had hoped that I too might be of service. But it is you alone that they require. If you have no pressing business, pray make your way to the Backseating Annex at once. In the meantime, I shall continue showing as Jaya the city, from notable landmarks to the people's lives. There's still much and more to see for her to see. Farewell for now, my friend. I look forward to the... If I'm going to go all the way to the annex, why did I need to come here? Seemed like a pointless... Oops. A warm and hearty welcome to you. Gather that you received our message. Please wait here while I fetch Cryon Graha. Thank you for coming in such short notice. Why do you have your hood down? And giving us for... Oh, because of the earring. Sending us sending for you so soon after your trial in the void, to say nothing of your grueling battle against the 12. Now then, we are actually the ones who require your presence, but Manderville, he stopped by recently, you see, and asked us to reach out to you on his behalf. Imagine that you're as surprised as we are, given that he was supposed to be away on a long expedition. Something must have necessitated us change of his plans. All he would tell me is that there is someone who he wishes Viola to meet. He also mentioned that he will be tending to business at the studium. Shall we look for him there? That was a weird cutscene. Like right at the end. I know, like, it was a nice gesture, but it happened so abruptly. Oh, I didn't do the leave quests for like 2 days. Oh, because it was offline. Ugh, too many people. Now then, where is Manderville? I wish they make it so like this place is unenterable.
Manderville!
Oh. I'm so glad that she's gonna be getting more spotlight.
Apologies
she's
for
like
the
my
wait.
favorite character.
I hope I haven't called you away from anything important.
Jesus.
I
They
chanced
changed
upon
the way
some
how they
commissioned
do voice
items at my
acting,
destination,
audio.
so I thought I might deliver them.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
The New World. Tural.
You went to Tural? Then the person who you wish to introduce...
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
That's a very long wait.
But it seems you've lost her.
Did she wander off?
Okay, I'm gonna have to replay this in Japanese, because that was a weird way of delivering lines.
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us.
At least, like, the dialogue beat felt
This is
very
her.
weird there.
The adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Ooh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain she's no ordinary woman. I'm Uklamat, claimant to the throne of Tulihuela.
Okay. The names of these places.
Tulihuela.
Turi.
It's
oh,
Tural's
okay.
governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
Turi-ryoho.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Given the magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
Of course. Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The Rite of Succession. Taking the form of a contest, it will determine who next ascends the throne. As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning. I was searching for champions to join me when Manderville told me about you. A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest
thanks for the
hero was.
follow, Scrawny
And so
Core.
I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
Now you know why. You'll come to Toral, yes?
Wait, let's all just slow down. Wuklamat, was it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Tulihyolal is a nation of many peoples.
God,
Not
that's gonna
only
be
the
so
Mamulja,
weird to
as
pronounce.
Some across the seas are
Tuliyoho.
quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulja, and one blessed with two heads besides.
Tuliyoho. Tuliyoho.
He's also my father. Not by blood, obviously, but he raised me as his own, and that's what matters.
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I was indelicate.
Hardly. I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage. But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I can't expect you to agree on the spot when we've only just met. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me. Now, this is only a rumor. But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valyarmanda.
Valyarmanda.
Tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
Valyarmanda.
So the tales have reached even these shores. I can't help but feel proud.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Tuliolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to grandfather.
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions. So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
Okay, let's fight Rathanos. It's gotten dark. I think it's time to go home. Man, that was only like 3. Oh my god, there's too many people here. Girls, equal parts be bewildered and excited. Chance to see not only Tural, but the fabled Golden City besides. This is the stuff the grand adventurers, my friend. Which is not to say that you should hastily accept this invitation. Accept this invitation in mind. There is still a great deal we do not know. So let us begin to rectify what by first getting acquainted with our saviors in the manner she suggests. I'm certainly not certainly what might be a suitable location for her hunt, however. When I was at the guild earlier, I learned more about the petition from researchers on the Isle of Han. You went there not too long ago and called some unruly fauna, of course, but according to the recent reports, the ordinarily docile fauna have grown savage. It's believed that they've been unsettled by some manner of predator, and so the researchers seek assistance in identifying and dispatching it. As part of your hunt, perhaps you might answer the petition. The isle isn't far, and we will also be helping those in need. Get the hell out of here. No, I've home I still against one of the fiercest beasts in Torah. Whatever the creature is, better to be able to put up a proper fight where it's and before you have the chance to get acquainted. Before we can prove ourselves capable and dependable companions. Why do you have your hood down? My apologies, but I must see some preparations. Pray go on ahead to the aisle. I will join you as soon as possible. The rest of you get ready. Let us head to the harbor. This being guild ship business, it should be simple enough to secure a vessel. Oh, damn it, wrong one. Oh wait, no, that was the right one. And I just went right by the immigration. But yeah, forgot about this place. You almost never come here, so we have to take ship. Have barely set foot on dry land. Oh well, I suppose good cause a hunt. Come along, let's get going. On boarding the ship, several. Okay. Oh, okay. Wow, already. That was a fast one.
From here, we must walk.
So much ice. It rivals even Yogg-Tural. Oh, a white bear! I wonder what it tastes like.
Remember, we're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
You know, this would have been a perfect time to have, like,
I know.
racial abilities.
So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
Aye, the Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
You know what they need? They need, like, racial abilities that's not for
I doubt your
combat.
brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
This brother of yours, he has been to Charlian.
He has. Kono's my second older brother, and until recently he was a student in the city. He went on and on about technological amusements. It made me want to come here too one day. And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studium.
He went to the studium? Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Charlian to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might remain secret. Being Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see. One time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
How do you
Having
know
no
that?
shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain, hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can.
The researchers should be just ahead. There. The building to the northeast.
So ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
Don't know what's got them riled up, but I'll take down any that thinks to try me. Right! Let's hunt our fill!
Oh shit, these guys so fast.
Look! Someone's in trouble!
Yeah! Taste my axe!
These animals are usually so docile.
She's so strong. Oh, that health went down like so fast. With this, you come. I take it that you're the one who answered that petition. Wait, aren't you? Okay, would you? I need to answer that. I was conducting routine inspections of the transporter here, and I suddenly found myself surrounded. Man, you got super lucky. It's like Deus Ex Machina. You'll find more of the same realm across the chasm. The once doctoral animals grown strangely aggressive. My colleagues there can tell you more. And you'll give me just a moment. I can finish checking out our equipment.
You really are famous.
Oh, no shit.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
Man, that is not the right gesture for the line.
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
Is that our petitioner? Let's go and have a chat.
The adventure comes to answer my petition, I presume. Well, we're most fortunate to have one of the considerable skills here to aid us. A creature of unknown origins has been sighted on island in recent days, and we believe its presence has affected the local fauna. The animals beyond the gate are worse affected. We've encountered thus far, though we dare not go back. Your task is to quell any threats you find and search the traces of the beast responsible for all this. If you should find anything at all, we would be most grateful if you would share it with us.
I'll handle this.
No, I'll do it. Oh wait, never mind, you will.
Hold still.
Yeah. Dude, she's hella
Is that
strong.
all? Come on, let's pick up the creature's trail.
We find ravaged beast remains torn shreds by sharp
claw marks.
talons.
I've seen their like before. It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
Okay. Oh. We find feathers scattered across the ground. There are signs of fierce struggle.
Feathers. But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
So, how do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
You presume it's even safe to eat?
The cloying stench of fresh leavings assail your nostril. Whatever beast left them is likely close
Still
by.
fresh. Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
Are you gonna do something? Dude, she, like, destroys that thing in like 3 hits.
Do you suppose they're upset we disturbed their home?
Who knows? If they're spoiling for a fight, they've got one.
Let's head back and report what we found.
They gotta really reanimate the walking animation.
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey. Ah! What is that thing? It speaks?
It's heading towards the falls.
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
Come, Waklamat.
Right. Just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
Forgive me, but I failed to see a difference.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat.
Caught me by surprise! Caught me by surprise!
Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit! Talk all you like, bird. I'm going to have the last laugh. Oh, I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you. Ah, shut up already, you blasted bird!
Look out! I've never seen such an enormous colibri.
Not good. Quickly, gather together.
Do I really need you guys? I don't think I
I've got you.
That was too close.
Steady now.
Spread out, everyone! You pay for that!
Damn, that was the easiest 30 seconds.
Thank you.
That was hardly a tickle.
Try this. Nothing to it. We have you now, you loud bastard!
And I had barely limbered up.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
Only to be expected. You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt. What a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
Dirty tricks, dirty tricks.
Hey, Bolas. How you doing?
Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily...
Man, these dialogue beats are so weird in
Leave
this
this
patch.
to me!
Hey, you're actually in combat.
How about you?
Well, actually, you were in combat in one of the raids, but still. She is the best girl in the game.
Cryle.
I am terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
What you been up to, Bolas?
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
After hearing of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you. In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wuklamat. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
I'm glad to have been of service.
May I ask what inspired this change?
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Heidelin. Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar, rather than join you. It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind, again and again. That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute. And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer. With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon realm, Pictomancy.
But there was
As I
no
recall,
mentions of it.
you have
in the
embraced
past.
versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style. What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
Indeed. I must say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession. Is there any particular reason?
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuli Yolal. It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf and turned up among the students' archives. The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant. What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
A
I
request
just
to
realized
investigate
her
the Golden City
cape is a lot different too.
from the Dawn Servant himself.
Well, well. Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this. Given how culturally diverse Tuliyolal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one. The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no? This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If Father had written this, it would have been in Turali. And what's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
So the letter is fraudulent then?
Man, you talk very slow
I
there.
didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
I see. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tuliyolal. I can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there. In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
We're eating that.
With the wildlife pacified and the researchers safe, our task is complete. Just leave the matters to the court. But for better or for worse, there's really only one place we can take it to where in Charlian. It's the last stand. It's been updated in the Unending Codex. I forgot about that. Oh no, there's a famished I've never have I ever seen one. What can I get you? Bird meat from the hunt, you say? Leave it to me. I've just the recipe. It's a new dish I recently learned from some sailors, and for you a lot. It's on the house. Damn, that giant bird and it's on the house. Damn, all that it's on the house.
Come, come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together.
Jesus,
I've heard that
that's a
Charlian
big-ass
cuisine was
bite.
terrible, but this is fantastic.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
Yeah, because they're in the equator and a lot of countries in the equator are.
According to Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in Rajasthan after a traveller ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice. So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Charlian.
Oh yeah, because we did the same thing. I forgot when though. It was a patch or two ago.
It's nothing I can't handle.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
Wait.
I see.
Wait, how often have you traveled across the sea?
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner.
Oh.
There's so much I'd like to ask.
Makes sense.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead. Since ancient times, many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy. Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
A man who is too ambitious by half. Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees
I
weakness
wouldn't be
to exploit
surprised.
and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war.
I mean, if it was that easy to just go across to get through immigration.
I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it. The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies. That's why I sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well. And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tulihualal? You don't need to decide right this moment. But I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
That's very kind of you. Oh, and one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
That disappointment or that embarrassment. Whether Lamont has the makings of the ruler, I couldn't say, but I do know that she deeply cares for her nation and her people. Whether you choose to help her, though, it is for you and you alone to decide. Now then, pastime report our mission's success on the guild ship. I would have done so sooner, except Her Highness needed to have her royal meal. Alright, Tia is mulling over what I've learned of Lamont and her plan. Dear Sensei, we now have the fair grasp of Lamont's situation. Still, if you've been afforded time to consider our invitation, why not use it to learn more about Torah? Nomenon is bound to have some information on the continent. Just thought of burying myself in books. Yeah. Talking about mysterious lands and unknown wonders here, I'm confident we will find reports so thrilling as to drive any thoughts of napping from your mind. Oh god, people are disappearing, spawning into existence. Come, my friend, let us be off to the archives. I should have done it from the other side. Origin of the blue magic can be traced back to esoteric practices of the Wallaki, a tribe in the distant continent of Teral. The tribe holds nature to the highest and seeking to cultivate spiritual connections with it. They have learned to harness the power of the wildlife around them. In exchange of teaching them the common tongue, I was permitted to live among them and train in their ways. Those days were some of the most grueling I remember, but they were tremendously rewarding. For instance, I had the privilege of visiting Lapis Canyon and the tribe's sacred ground. It is so named of the cerulean deposit that wells up to the surface, turning the entire canyon a brilliant blue. Under a shaman's watchful eye, I finally managed to master the Wallaki's arts and make the animal's power my own. As no name existed for it in the common tongue, I took a liberty of naming it Blue Magic. The reason I chose this color, as to have the doubtless glean, is for the significance it holds to the Wallaki. I cannot think of a name more fitting to honor the people from whose noble magic was born. It is impossible to adequately discuss Eorzean cuisine without speaking of the land that which made our modern-day staple hail, a far western continent of Teral. Ogre pumpkins, ruby tomatoes, and even the ubiquitous popoto. These crops and more that regularly grace Eorzean's dining tables traces their own to the New World, as the place is known to most. The tale of the culinary immigration begins the year in 1498 of the 6th astral era, while the Limsian sailors named Tamram successfully traversed the Indigo Deeps to arrive at the therefore unknown continent. Tamram spent several moons exploring islands in the corridors of which he encouraged the denizens of the sprawling nations of Molja. He was even granted the audience at their supreme leader, whose confidence he won along the permissions to roam freely. Kataram would return to Tyrol several times, but during his first expedition, he charted the land and gathered myriad root vegetables and seed to bring back to Limsa. The most notable of these was the popoto, which eased to cultivation and nutritional values saw it quickly spread all over all corners of Orzia. Produce was far from the only bounty of Ketaram's expedition of Tutura. Many tantalizing recipes such as the bean-filled burrito and gripping legends such as the Golden City reached the shores by way of his ships. To those outside of Ketaram's circle, Tural largely remains shrouded in mystery, yet an influence on our crews cannot be overstated. Many scholars, myself included, relish the chance to immerse themselves into the culinary culture of that faraway continent. Every land has given us unique wildlife, and the continent of Tural is no exception. While most of our creatures have become a familiar sight in Eorzea, many and more exist that are rarely seen this side of the Indigo Deep. The tomb introduces a select variety of species as described in the testimonies of sailors and adventurers. Alpaca, accustomed to Tural's craggy mountain ranges, this four-legged beast skin, have been domesticated for seemingly hundreds, if not thousands of years. Their soft white fleece is highly prized by weavers, while their strong legs and sure-footedness makes them capable beasts of burden. Livre, the furious scale skin, is native to the dense jungle of Dural. The Mamoljev has succeeded in taming them and utilizing their prestigious strength for manual labor. Given their immense size and power, it should have come to no surprise that it's also employed as a siege beast. Enemy fortifications cannot long withstand its horned brute's rampage. Villa Garmanda. I wish they showed a picture of it. The Turali folklore holds that it's like a bird-like creature of the mightiest of beasts and the very embodiment of nature's power. Whether it exists beyond myths, however, is uncertain. Let us begin by comparing the geographical characteristics of the three great continents in Tara. The former stretches from east to west and lies entirely within the northern hemisphere. In contrast, the latter extends to the far reaches of both northern and southern hemispheres, and differences immediate presents itself in the form of climate variance. Shifts in climate tend to be gentler when moving east and west, but harsher when moving north and south. Owing to this fact, longitudinal migration is far more common in history. What? Hold on. Let me read that. The geographical of Highland. Let us begin by comparing the general characteristics of the three great continents in Tyrol. The former stretches from east to west and lies entirely within the northern hemisphere. In contrast, the latter extends to the far reaches of both northern and southern hemisphere, and difference and presents itself in okay, so basically like Earth. Shifts in climate tends to be gentler when moving east and west, but harsher when moving north and south. Owing to the fact longitudinal migration is far more common in history, whether it be by men, animal, or plants. In point of the Alleghans, who rose to power in Dinard before advancing east into Elsabar, their movement would be mirrored thousands of years later by the Garleans. Meanwhile, although the desperate tribes of Tural waged wars into one another of the generations, stymied by the climate, none could make any great headway north or south. Man, these people reach fast. Tribes hailing from thousands of frozen lands withered beneath the desert sun, while those that thrived in open plains were not peace-dense jungles. Such was the way of it until the leader of the Momolja succeeded in bringing the continent under one banner. Given the land's divided history and the reason therefore, one cannot help but be in awe of the feat. Truly, it is the testament of Altorag's greatness. Having pursued a wide selection of books relating to Tural, you are somewhat better informed that your potential destiny, and Grahamati will be angered to know that you have discovered. Should you wish to read... Oh. Okay, so I guess I can reread this at another time, if I forget. So, the Library of Versailles have you excellent. While there are a few books wholly dedicated to the subject of Tural, I dare say you found tidbits useful information scattered here and there. Come, let us continue outside. Now then, keenly, Jesus. Couldn't help but notice that we read the very same books on cuisine. I was pleasantly surprised to find reference to Tural within. Among them, did anything in particular pique your interest? The legendary City of Gold. I suspected a mention of the City Gold would catch her eye. Is this truly amongst it? Yeah, because she's a money person. She is here is a city whose location is unknown, but that no one has ever seen, and yet whispers of its existence continue to persist. Countless souls have set off in search of it, never to return. I can imagine it being a suitable challenge for the ritual of succession. But moving on, did you perchance learn aught by the fauna of Tural? Given your adventuring background, I expect the topic would interest you. I learned about alpacas. Ah yes, the alpaca. In addition of serving the beasts of burden, they provide clothing for people by the weight of their lush fleece. They are especially prized by mountain tribes who hold certain rare specimens sacred. I thought I heard familiar voices. Oh. Fancy running into the two of you here. Oh well, have some search of your own, do you? To arm yourself with knowledge that benefit the Guardian people, having forged a new trade agreement with Razahan, they will look into the foster relations with the nations. This includes former imperial provinces. In view of this, we hope to find hints in history of how neighbors of differing races and ideologies might engage with another. For you two, what endeavor brings you here this day? God, it's been a while since I've seen these. Nation composed of the desperate people of Tural. I dare say this is the precise kind of example we seek. We do well to read on the Turolians ourselves. The contest is Field the only one allowed to help Wuklama. There are no mentions of such restrictions I recall. On the contrary, Wuklama gave us the impression that she could have several champions. Alice. I think I know how to make the most of our respite. Follow me off and all. We have planning to do. Oh my god. Seem our plans have changed, if you excuse me. They never could rest on their laurels. Come, let us return to the annex. That's not the annex, that's the library.
Oh, it's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story. What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Worklamat's request?
Of course I'm gonna have to accept, because otherwise the story won't move forward.
If only others had the same good sense. If the prospect troubles you, sir, why not consider what you stand to gain instead? That is an exciting journey to a faraway continent. In the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you might find yourself moved to help Worklamat after all. And if not, well, you quietly take your leave. A brazen plan, perhaps, but one that befits a veteran adventurer, you must agree. Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenon.
Just like
the experiences to be had, all the things you might hear, feel, and think. It's enough to stir me to the core. Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another. Ah, but there's an idea. I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
I can't wait for the graphic update. I can't wait till they do an engine upgrade. Give me DX12 so I can get more frame rate. Welcome back, Phil. If you're looking for Wuklama, she's currently with the others in her chambers. If you like, go fetch them for you. Please wait in the main hall. I wonder if that map's gonna change.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it.
I wish to boldly go where I've never gone before.
Then you need me as much as I need you. Together we'll blaze new trails in Tural.
You're not planning to leave without us, are you? Alphano, Alize! What are you two doing here?
What were they discussing about?
We happened to cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wuklamat. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Erinville as toads.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that!
First impressions last.
"'Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphano Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alize."
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do.
Wait, so can you have an entire army
We've been
behind
assisting
you?
with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable. They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers, and spare them grisly deaths. I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was. Still, I can't help but worry about being away, just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
You have nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
But, Raha...
Still don't know how I feel about her outfit.
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
Thank you, Raha. Thank you.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
I suppose now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora.
That looked like natural movement.
There. This, my friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loporrits. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies.
Do we get to see the southern
of your
port too?
next great
Can we see
adventure.
Mericidia? We can see Mericidia. Wow, that low resolution. Such low resolution. Oh, that was it? Wait, so when do we do the... Interesting. When do we do the thing? Appreciate some of these art. Oh yeah, she wasn't in this patch at all. Let's try only one voice actor. That is like the most default Thancred portrait I've seen. Or compared to everybody else. This has more movement. another default picture. So that's everything. So you wonder about the passage to Raw? Aaronville will arrange a ship through his guild. You only need to worry about your own preparation. Speaking of which, please take with a rugged and ready knapsack. It may serve you well in your adventures. Not sure of the departure it won't be, but rest assured I'll let you know when I hear something. Till then, please take your ease. Meanwhile. Oh my god.
When does the next ship set sail? May I ask your destination? The north and east, I've already seen. I suppose I'll head west this time. West, you say?
I guess that's one way to get him to on board. Meanwhile, old Charlene. But we were just there.
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen. But to think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways. Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
Oh. They're gonna be
if the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition.
They're gonna be on a different team.
Though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed. Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come? Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel. Aye. This will be a mission to remember. Come, my friend. We make for Taral.
See, I want to see more animations like that. There's like, it looks more natural movement. Now you're gonna show me Yoshitola. No? Okay, never mind.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the
Oh
waters
my
of the bounty?
god, why all of a sudden?
Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offord's north? The fabled golden cities of the New World.
Surprised that you spawned there instead of down there. Okay. Next. This one. Julian is ready to embark his latest investigation. You're just in time to assist with my latest fact-finding expedition. Our recent foray into Charlian revealed that Pupu's friend was in the company of Spanish alchemists, yes? As such, I was inspired to do some preliminary legwork here in Tavenir. I contacted my usual source for local sightings of the alien phenomena, but alas, they had none to share. I have thus switched tactics and decided to track down this alchemist fellow instead. Surely someone would have to have heard the tale of apothecary bold enough to set up shop at the Garlean battlefield. The inspector and the others have been pursuing a similar line of inquiry, yet have found no leads here in the city or at the Great Work. I believe that they've moved their investigations to so I suggest that we hurry over and join them. I cannot have the little blue man muddying the waters when we're so close to grasping his master plan. See that two of you are eager as ever to observe my inspectorial genius at work. The long-term fans are often the most ardent. As a matter of fact, we were just able to continue our investigations into the alchemists we know have been traveling in our Master Pupu's comrade. I mean to say, I'm merely following the inspector's wake. You and me so modest, my dear inspector Bill Brandyhill. Wrong time to comfort myself as equals to you all in any respect, for I am but a copy and a flawed one at that. Stuff and nonsense, clone or not, self-deprecation is becoming a Manderville man. The thing you can do are amazing. I don't know about that. Justice who saved 3-0 from certain doom, was it not? Well, not quite as atrocious as mine, your rapid reasoning is nevertheless quite effective. It's time for you to accept me, rough edges and all. I only hope my meager contributions are the one of small assistance. Too modest by half, I'd say his mental faculties far surpasses those of the original. That's enough chin waggling amongst ourselves, I think. Let us spread out and learn what the locals know about this adventurous apothecary. Yes, I know the one whom you speak. The fellow fisherman told me of his friend of his, an apothecary, who set off 4 torn garlemald to sell as medicines. The reckless fool, if you ask me. No interest in the fare of such men, but you do, I take it. If so, I suggest using the Use quick and hear the tale for yourselves. Look for a red-haired lad there gathering shellfish. Do I know any apothecaries? That in Rezahan? Of course, more than I can count. I've not heard him peddling such good in the heart of the Empire, though. It seems like a terrible idea to me. What with civil war raging in the world among ending, the situation improved in recent days, but even so, the Radiant Host still hasn't to prove security and cargo shipments. A lone merchant trading there alone? Impossible. Know any merchants who travel abroad to ply the wares, but none who have business in Garlemald. You have to be mad or desperate indeed to consider setting up shop in the troubled land. I mean, word is we've signed some kind of trade agreement with the Guardians, but still not the kind of place one simply wanders in and opens a street stall. I hope your questioning has borne fresher fruit than mine. Oh my god, you're about to fall asleep. Oh, a good friend of the alchemist in questions thee say. Then let us gather the troops and pay a visit to the fishermen. Oh yeah, I forgot about you. Story of my apothecary friend. Oh, he must be in Baharasaf. Well, I was enough to calling it a day anyway, so here's what I can tell you. Asaf comes from a very poor family and growing up never had much in the way of money or possession. I suppose those experiences are what led to his lifelong obsession with gaining wealth. After trying his hand at the succession of the trade, he decided alchemy would earn him the most gil, but his stock never sold as well as he hoped. So when he heard about the internal strife in Garlemald, he saw it as a golden opportunity. Surely the middle of the war was the best place to sell medicines, or like the best place of near-death experiences. He soon gave up on his Garlemald adventures, but while one would have expected him to return lamenting his ill fortune, Baharasaf was practically euphoric when I saw him again. A god-given blessing he would have been as snowfields had given him. Much cause to celebrate. Said he learned how to create gold. I must admit, I laughed at first, but when he showed me the gleaming mountains and stuff enough to proclaim himself a merchant's prince, he even changed his name to Van Hudi, a word which brings to mind the bounty of his divine. A name have heard. It's the rising star in the markets, is he not? But once snapping up commercial ventures left and right. Yes, Valhudid has certainly made his ambitions here in Stavnir, especially when he attempted to purchase the entire port of Libmald. The dockmaster declined to sell, of course, but when it comes to buying historic landmarks, a bottomless purse can open surprising doors. Last I heard, he converted the gilded Ariana into a private abode and has been fitting it with every rare treasures his coin can secure. Pays out particularly large sum of artwork despiting the goddess Asura. I remember him being the fervent worshipper of hers even as a child. Oh, so this is where I'm going to fight Asura. I've encountered much Mansuya and Murgalore and Razahan, yet I recall no mention of this Asura. Well, that's hardly surprising. As a deity of war, she is not well loved by the common folk. Aharas is different though. He sees life as a constant battle to amass wealth, and is the Asura who prays for victory. And damn me if she didn't listen. That once poor boy became merchant royalty, a man far too rich and important now to afford more than a fleeting moment as a simple fisherman, even those who were once dear friends. If you excuse me, I must really leave it at that. These clams won't sell themselves, you know. おしゃれだね。Very fancy wear for a fisherman. How about that? Our sought-after apothecary and the upstart merchant. Upstart merchant, not startup merchant. Prince were once in the same. Well, assume the blessing he stumbled upon Garlean was a certain alien craft and its occupant. Sorry to intrude, but aren't you the hero who helped us when folks were turning into beasts? Well, some nasty-looking creature just showed up outside town. One of our guards went to confront him, but he doesn't like our winning against that thing. His sounds like a case for Inspector Hildebrand. Come, let us investigate forthwith. Such a weird character. Oh my god. Thought you destroyed that monster. The situation under control, citizen. This individual bears a strong resemblance of a known fugitive, so I thought it prudent to investigate. Regrettably, he has proven less than forthcoming with answers. How many times we must teach you the same lessons, shiny skull man? Lesson? What are you talking about? Cease the babbling, get out of my way, Lord Van Hoodie. Orders are to cause trouble at the port, and I'm running behind schedule. Hoodie, the merchant who tried to buy Yedhilmad, so he put up to this? Curses, how dare you manage to deduce our dastardly plan? Just, you blurted it out. Silence, no one who learns from a scheme can suffer to live. Prepare to be squashed, medicine worms. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's more of them. 3 more sinister skull man. What's the doctor, a quadruplet? Oh shit, that's her mother? Or that's his mother? Bacteria, vermin, this will soften you up. Whoa, that thing just moves linearly. Ah, a lucky hit. One last pitch. Oh my god. That's such an Ichiro move. Dude, that pose was so Ichiro. Conte expects father's sudden appearance, but what brings you here, mother? Portion from the merchant of Valhadi was a matter of fact. I'm accompanying your dad as a manager of Manderville and Manderville, and we just on our way back to the bloke's mansion. I already refused Master of Valhadi once before he tried to buy our commercial empire. This time, however, the deal concerns offloading a quantity of gold at wholesale prices. That's quite an attractive offer considering fine jewelries are stock in trade, and we thought to at least listen to his proposal. But he would purposely command his lackeys to disturb the peace of a public court. We can't do business with a thug like that, absolutely not. Where did all the lackeys come from in the first place? Is this thing a hulking weaponized brute manufactured from here somewhere? As I said, my ship's vaporized beam is configured to expunge only the replicated matter. So you can copy inorganic materials as well. How interesting. Once the matter duplication facility is analyzed and object's molecular structure, it can generate any copies of copies. Yet it cannot create matters from nothing. Requisite supply of aether must be on hand to facilitate the process. You sure know a lot about a lot. Inspector builder build even alien starships. No great achievement, as I mentioned. The gaps in my knowledge were patched with data from the starship's own archives, which included the vessel's full schematics and function. Assuming I understand this correctly, it is possible that Van Hoody is using the repaired alien craft to replicate piles and piles of gold. Share the same suspicion, Master Delion. To my knowledge, no other methods exist and can reliably produce precious metals. Of course, the obvious conclusion. That being the case, only one might further assume that Valhoody is either threatening or deceiving Master Pupu's comrade in order to gain access to the vessel's superior technology. Course of action is clear. We march right up to the gold spawner's front door and demand the release of his extraterrestrial hostage. We must confront this malicious merchant at once. If your heart's set on confrontation, then you might as well come with us. Valhoody's invitation includes private airships flight to his new estate. Still need to formally reject his deal anyways, and his pilot will be waiting. It's ready to lead you to Valhoody's waiting pilot. Shall we begin our way? We will meet Valhoody's pilot atop the horizon south of Jaya's footsteps. Okay, I have to go all the way there. Be better. I would think that it would be faster to teleport, but it takes time to teleport. Damn it, now it's like it's raining. What's going on? And his companions insist to come along. This right there were made with me, illustrious Master Balhudi. I see in one moment. What is going on? I've been it's in the personal, but now save your axe to Magistrate Balhudi. Our schemes have you good. Soon you have this. What was muling the beginning? It's like my buttons causing it. Spamming it. Hold on. If I have like auto hotkeys turned on. No, I don't. What is causing this? I want to spam all my key buttons. Hopefully it's like... Disable text auto advance. Okay, so hold on. I've been debating, but now here you are. I wish my clone army could conquer in every other land in creation. I've used categorically and empathetically. What is going on? A pity, yeah. It's you approve an impending of my ascension. Yeah, it seems time will come to let rituals. Also catches a crystal and a congregation of worshippers. Well, I have to clone myself. After all, I'm who's more devoted to my cause, yet my goddess than me. War upon my arrival against the primal, we may be more hindrance than help. We dare not remain within the spherical influence. Best of luck, my friend. Let's take until mentally withdraw. In 4, this boss kept healing herself, if I remember correctly. Hold on a second. Let me check something. I hope it's not. Yeah, sorry, hold on. I know the music went away just now. Something happened. Oh, hey, Light. Didn't realize it was you. I said that. Why did it like auto advance? Can't tell. I don't know. Maybe I'll figure it out. I didn't think that I would fight this. I would fight her like here. I thought it was gonna be like indoors somewhere. Oops. Wrong one. Which button was it? Oh, that was this one. Oh wow, okay, that was fast. Ow. Yeah. So in 4, this character, this boss, I remember was a pain in the ass when I was like, still a kid. Because on the Super Famicom, we had to like. We had to fight. We had to like. Yeah, I had to deal with the healing, and I didn't know like about mechanics back then. And I still don't know how to beat that boss in 4. Or I did, it just took so long.
Have you the courage and strength to face me?
Or around. I'm guessing that's a AoE. Yeah. Always is. Always the first cast. It's always the one.
Will you dodge or will you bleed?
Okay, that's new. Well, not really. But in this pattern, it's
The frail shall fall.
Damn, that's a big ass buster circle.
You've not time to blink.
Oh, what the hell?
Tremble before the might of the minutiae. Come forth, embodiment of carnage. Revel on the bloody field of war. The spirit of battle awakens.
Sharp is the lesson.
I don't get it. What's going on?
The weak shall perish.
Hear the
Gleaming edge. Unmerciful light shine upon you.
Jesus. Okay, I gotta see this boss again. I'm like looking at the boss right now. It's
Behold the
big one.
six-fold blade.
Oh. Oh my god.
fury be my strength.
What is this, hot and cold?
I will scatter your bones.
Damn, the other tag got 8
Show me your
stacks.
steel.
Look at that. I mean, this is nothing new. It's just there's a lot of it. Where's the big one?
The spirit of battle awakens. Hear the gleaming edge.
Oh. Jesus. It's a
Show
wheel.
me your steel.
Iconic execution.
Unmerciful light shine upon
Maybe
you.
I'm not understanding the full. Okay. Should be reading the cast.
Sharp is the lesson.
What am I? How am I supposed to know any of this? What am I supposed to be looking at?
Behold the six-fold blade.
I didn't get hit at all. You don't have to go in a circle. It was like a pattern of 3.
The
Okay, so
face
that
of
one I
battle
got.
is ever changing.
Joyful is your
In
downfall.
the first one, I feel like I was like...
I will scatter your bones.
Following everybody in a circle.
Will you dodge or will you bleed?
This one doesn't
You've
like
not
healing.
time to blink.
Uh-oh.
Show me your steel. The frail shall fall.
Oh, did I mess up my rotation at some point?
The spirit of battle awakens. Fear the gleaming edge. Show me your steel. Unmerciful light shine.
I don't know what I'm
upon
supposed to
you.
be looking at. Alright. Good show, y'all. It seemed you thoroughly trounced that pesky primal. Even as we speak, Mother and Father would be informing the radiant hosts of that despicable Valhaldi's wrongdoings. Fine, Asura defeated, turn the wheel. We flee for now. Who is flying the starship without my permission? The treasure is mine and mine alone. Called your vessel, Master Poo-Poo? No, I did not. It's my friendship. Where's that other Lalafell? At last, the moment of sweet reunion is at hand. So relieved to see you safe. Likewise, my friend. What's with this music? Why did you open fire at the airship? Didn't that man help you after all your crash? He did at first. He pulled me to the wreckage and saw to my vessel was repaired. So in return, I was looking at whatever trinket he desired and taught him the basic of starship technology, but that resolved into a terrible error in judgment. When I was infected by one of the star's unique pathogens, he took advantage of my weakened state. He seized my ship, flew me out to the jungle, and there he left me to die. Slowly agonizing, I was able to synthesize a cure of for my afflictions and then came back to reclaim my property. This experience led me to conclude that the dominant sentimental life forms here are dull-witted, cruel, and entirely unsuited for peaceful cohabitation. We must launch a full-scale invasion. It's the only way to guarantee your survival. No, they are not like that at all. These ones have nothing but kind to me. Oh yes, they're all smiles until they laser you in the back. They have to strike first before they show their true colors. The ship's reactor core has been breached. If it explodes, everyone in the vicinity will be atomized. And we're all in the vicinity. Think, damn it, think. If I'm to stop the explosion, I need to traverse the considerable distance to the starship. I cannot conceive into no logical solutions. To build Brandhill, you must employ my father's mighty moves to propel me into the vessel. I too have calculated that Lord Godbert's signature techniques is the only means to achieve sufficient propulsion, yet there is a flaw in your proposal. I lack the strength to properly perform the throw and no time to teach you the starship's controls. Inspector Hildebrand, it is you who must fling me. Skyward that's the only way a Manderville can. Wait, that's the wrong way. I lost my grip. No. Given my trajectory and velocity, the correct shift and posture should generate enough lift and personal motion to, yes, I can still make it. This is supposed to be like Pink Panther. It's too late. Reaching reactors going critical. There's only way to save the day. What the fuck? barnacle like clipping through his skin. Inspector Brandy Hill. Our brief time together was more than Detective Clone could ask for. Be well, my friends. Damn, look at the particle effects on this thing. Is this case closed for the Inspector Brandy Hill? Nay, my loyal servants, as a chip off the old gentleman, our dear Brandon Hill has surely survived to tell the tale. Just like you. We shall see him again, mark my words. You rescued me even though I tried to incinerate you with high-intensity plasma blasts. Even at the cost of one of your own, if only I could make amends and earn your forgiveness, but alas. There is naught to forgive in this blocky construction. Inspector Brandehill will be just fine, I assure you. As a friend of Master Poo-Poo, you are a friend of ours, and what are few minor plasma bursts among friends, eh? I wish this whole thing was like voice acted. Our home planet, it was lost to the phenomenon you called the final days. We survived only because we were away exploring the cosmos at the time. Our explorations, which had heretofore served no purpose by curiosity, shifted to search of safe haven. We visited counted stars, but all had succumbed to the same insidious ruins as our own. Growing desperate, we decided to settle any suitable refuge we could find, and whether it was populated or not, it was if the natives beings were hospitable, we would live peacefully among them. If not, then we were prepared to claim a new home by force. So it was that I arrived at their miraculous planet. Lulled by the apparent absence of the metaphysical chaos, I blundered into the mundane war zone, where I was promptly shot out of the sky. The rest of you already know have fallen behind during our search. I hurried here with my communication receivers no answer. That was when I met you, Miss Inspector Hildebrand. Those touched by the despair of the final days are reduced to beasts. Given our savage willingness to invade your star, it would seem that in sense we fell prey to the despair after all. Fortunately, my encounter with you, generous people, brought me to my senses as an outcome for which I am profoundly grateful. That said, there is nowhere else for us to go. Would it be too much for asking to live here on your star? Well, of course, you must stay. So you'll be wishing to repair your damaged vessel? Oh, Inspector, not again. Never a dull moment around our Hildebrand. If you needed to worry if the ship crashes, not with the impervious Mandervillian on board. Funny you should mention that upon reviewing the Manderville family tree, it was clear that Lord, without heirs of his own, passed the name to an adopted child several generations ago. Are you saying you and your sons are not direct descendants of Godbrand, the alien progenitors of the Manderville line? Then how do you explain your unnatural sturdiness? When it comes to building strength and perfecting gentlemanly techniques, it's not the one lineage which matters, but rather the unbending convictions within one's heart. Though Godbrand's bloodlines be broken, House Manderville shall live on through us. The begoggled boy cannot swallow explanation. I have also heard talks of some unseen power driven by feelings and emotions. Could that you and Hildy's tapped into the cosmic essence? If that's the case, then you must positively swimming in it, my dear. Every thing appears to be under control here, so let us return to the city, shall we? Once more, I can find myself hustling the superlative speed towards an unknown destination. Another day, another family face for Hildebrand, agents of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. How did he get out? He was sucked in. Thanks to enlightening conversation with Master Poop on the way back, I believe I have the answers required to proceed with our weaponsmithing project. I trust endeavoring yet holds your interest. Pray inform Master Geralt of your willingness to assist, and my hammer, and I shall take the haste of the High Crucible. And with that, I bid you farewell. Thank you all looking out for the beloved son. I am sure him and the blocky lad will be back for more case trail before you know it. Gone above and beyond this fuel, so I'd like you to have one of the replicated starships we made. It doesn't have to be a duplication facility for us technology on board, but I will carry you through the sky as this key to call it whatever you wish. As for the two of us, we decided to get to know our home better, our new home better by embarking on a journey of exploration. So this is where we must say our farewells. Thank you for everything. We are fortunate indeed to have met you. It seems Poopa wasn't planning an invasion after all. He even tried to stop his friend from launching an attack. Calling to the end of his investigation, and you unfailingly supported during his entire ordeal has been most appreciated. Thanks to you, I was able to observe the inner workings of Charlians and even travel to the surface of the moon in search for the truth. And if my own conspiracies threaten to blind me, you're there to open my eyes to the true shape of things. But this world yet harbors its share of the strange, of the inexplicable, not least of which the source of Hildebrand's impossible psychology. If not an alien, then perhaps he's the product of hyper-advanced civilization from the distant past? The descent of some gruesome biological experiment? Someone needs to plumb the depths of these unexplained phenomena, and I am very man for the job. Oh. They have to run for the character too. Oh, it's foreshadowing the next one. So is this character actually gonna do something now? Okay. Alright, I guess it's time to go do the relic quests. Wait, what? Can readjust? Oh. Please note that. Oh, okay. Change your before speaking to Geralt. Is itching to get on with the perfecting the Manderville weapon. I hear Galbert's finally figured out how to perfect his alien weaponry about bleeding time, eh? Shall inform his lordship that you are eager to begin. Long last, Fiora, the end of our arduous yet most rewarding weaponsmithing journey has straight in sight. And bloody expensive journey it's been. That's why I'm here not as a dutiful wife or a doting mother, but as a concerned senior partner of Manderville and Manderville. Our company's footed the bill of all sorts of extravagant materials and expert assistance, not to mention we rent the rent we're paying in all these high crucible facilities, even if all the final stages in process. Only one Manderville weapon out of how solid many? Our side minutes in replica weapons ain't exactly moving either, so I reckon I need to come and gauge the value of continuing this venture with me own 2 eyes. So let us offer our full cooperation to my business partner as she oversees proceedings. Now that's a sight. Seems his lordship lost his cocksure composure. What happened, Gobber? Weren't you all telling me how your ridiculous wealth made you free to craft whatever you pleased? Be on my best behavior if I were you, Master Geralt. After all, your considerable generation is one of the many expenditures Lady will be scrutinizing. Yeah, because we're in debt, right? Ahem. Let us move into the topic of armament augmentation, shall we? And surprisingly, the key to perfected weaponry lies in the application of the perfect oil and substance known as the Ultra Manderville. This superlative lubricant will serve to maximize ethereal conductivity. Again, with the creepy oils. One might have predicted the Ultra Manderville main ingredient is derived from yet an incredibly rare meteoritic material, cosmic crystallite. It's called. When it comes to the method for extracting said ingredient from the meteorite, however, my ancestor's relic was conspicuously devoid of instructions, thus did I consult with Master Poo-Poo. Thanks to his encyclopedic knowledge of alien civilization, he was able to furnish me with a requisite technique. I must say, rather unorthodox process, and one cannot complete alone. It shall necessitate the involvement of everyone's presence. I don't like the sound of that. What flopping nonsense are you meaning to foist upon us this time? Too terribly taxing, I assure you. All shall be explained in due course. We can begin, but we must tend to the tedious chore of procuring crafting materials for you. If you would, pray acquire the crystalline through our usual tombstones hungry vendor. Shall require 3 godly chunks. I shall warn you with these will not only enhance your augmented properties, but also greater alter its appearance and anticipating what wonderful transformation. Let us hurry to our task. Okay, this is gonna take another long while again. It's gonna take me like an entire week to get this done. For every weapon, I mean. Let's have a look at them shiny rocks. These ought to do the trick. I'll grab this lordship when we get back to work. Thank you for untiring efforts for all. These acquisitions are most demanding, I know, but we cannot proceed without them. Of this type said to have mystical properties, its every mote infused here aether its journey across the cosmos. We'll use God brand techniques to harness and condense the cosmic energy that we may extract a single concentrated drop. This precious liquid is heart and soul of our Ultra Manderville coating. That bloody fantastic and all, but would you explain the goddamn technique already? You mean to have us fighting this time meditating? Dancing, my good man. We shall perform the traditional dance of House Manderville together. Search a viable method, God brand failed to extract the crystalline's aetherite essence in innumerable time. And frustrating beyond measure, he eventually contacted a friend of a far-off star to ask for advice. Thus, he learned the theory of compressing the crystalline's stored energy by bombarding it with a specific etherical waveform, much like squeezing a lemon. An inspired Godbrand then returned to work, where he experimented with the generating waveform through the physical movement. One particular choreography provided the perfect resonance, and lo, the trademark Manderville undulations were born. Oh, and it so happens the far-off star in question was the home world of their own Master Poo-Poo, whose keen eye that recognized the familiar resonance properties of our gentlemanly dance and allowed us to rediscover the extraction process. Dress it up in fancy words all you want, but I ain't swallowing this ridiculous shite. Think y'all can extract mineral essence from your daft dancing? Count me out. Come in its strictly observable role, so no dancing for me either. Both of you wish, shall we perform the extraction without you? For you, your role shall be most crucial. I should like you to hold the crystal and catch the quintessence as it falls. What is this going to be, like a mini game? You see, Lord of Chocobo shite. Dance lacks sufficient intensity. But a lot of fine. No way, are they joining too? Oh, never mind. Bloody magical. The resonance, not strong enough. Oh my god, he's gonna join in too. Huzzah, our combined performance did the trick. Master girl, oh no, I will take it from here. Let us prepare the vial of Ultra Manderville and proceed with the final augmentation. About to witness the peak of craftsmanship. Now we apply the Ultra Manderville coating. As for the prior stage, the final composition of oils and ingredients will greatly influence the armament's properties. I shall need you to take a moment and consider well which qualities you value most in your weaponry. Okay. I don't understand. I mean, it's cool. It just doesn't fit my character's outfit. Work is done. The perfected art of dedicated artisan. Beauticious tangible rewards that are toil and sacrifice. It's a grand sight, alright. Fighting mammoths, drinking wild booze, and dancing weird jigs in an old bloody way to forge a weapon, but y'all can't argue with the end results. There is, in fact, one favorable consequence in finishing our product. My family's relic contains what appears to be a locked recording, and if that what Master Poo-Poo tells me is correct, our completed Manderville weaponry should serve as a key to opening it. Shall we give it a try? Ah, excellent. Seeing the relic has responded to the armament, let us commence the viewing. I almost forgot about this thing. If you're watching this recording, I must assume that you have successfully brought the Manderville weaponry to its complete state. Allow me, then, to share some philosophy that went into the weaponry's creation. As I explained in my previous story, the worlds upon which we Mandervillians resided were laid to waste by inexplicable catastrophe. The final days, one must imagine. Peace reigns upon this star for now, but I can never know when or what manners of chaos might threaten our tranquil lives. Thus, I did endeavor to forge armaments with the power to repel any threat, no matter how dire. However, in the wrong hands, such powerful weapons may exacerbate the very problem that were created to solve. Sadly, my long search of worthy wielders, those possessed of both material excellence and unyielding moral fortitude, has failed. I am left with no choice but to destroy my triumphant works. That explains how you lost the originals, eh? In the hopes of deserving heroes will one day emerge, I have decided to leave the secrets of this manufacturers of my errors. By necessity, the process must be rendered cryptic, lest the potential armaments be too readily attained. The fact that you are watching this proves you have wisdom to pierce my elaborate obfuscations and the discipline to retrace the grueling steps of my smithing saga. I have faith in your judgment. Do what is just and entrust the Manderville weaponry to those who champion the ideals of peace. How gratifying to know that the motives were aligned to those of my ancestors was my own experience of the final days which moved me to recreate the Manderville weapons and put them into heroic hands such as yours. It's more gratifying still, we should succeed in the task which Godbrand himself set to the descendants. I thank you all for the valuable contribution. I'll admit it was a bit of a shock to hear was crafting alien designs, but you hired the right smith for the job. Oh, the job isn't over yet. Yes, there's still many weapon variants we have left to forge. I know. Don't get your bloody small clothes in no twist. I shall stick her until the last blow is hammered. For the extraction of the Ultra Manderville essence, I must ask you to call upon the assistance of the High Crucible Alchemist. It matters not who performs the dance, as long as you do this with genuine perfections and long. It's clear to me now that the Manderville weapons are more than just a pet project. They're investments in the future of our world. I have permission to keep them in the books in the official Manderville and Manderville Enterprise. What a relief. It's definitely difficult to cover these expenses with my weekly entertainment budget. With that settled, you can continue as before. Our most excellent House Manderville artisan shall handle a request to perfect our weapons in your possession. Meanwhile, our resident expert alchemist will assist with adjusting weapon properties, assuming you will supply the requisite crystallines, of course. All in all, it's been the most satisfying experience. Thanks again, and I shall look forward to our next mutually beneficial encounter. Cool. Okay, so what happens if I die this? So it doesn't change the color of the neon. I guess we're gonna just have to wait for the... Cool. And I guess tomorrow I'll do the grand endeavors. Oh wow, I sold a bunch of things on my way. Okay. Let's see. Final 660. Even at max, you don't get 120,000. Alright. I guess this is it for now. So I'll be back tomorrow with doing some of the... what do you call it? I forgot what it was called. Oh yeah, the Grand Adventure. Or Grand Endeavor.